hope everyone is fine, and I also hope that you have seen my previous videos regarding friction and types of friction. Okay, so in today's video we are going to learn about what factors will affect the friction. And the friction depends on so and so factors. So what are the all factors? Let us know. So here for the first experiment I have taken a ball, and the friction, first of all, it will be dependent on the surface area. So surface area means the type of land. If it is a soft land, then the friction will be very less, and the friction will be more when the surface area is rough. Okay, so let us know experimentally. So here we are seeing that the surface is very rough here, and I am going to roll the ball here, and you can see that after moving some distance it has stopped. So that is because of the friction. So as the surface is very rough, the ball could not move for more distance because of the friction. Now let us move the same ball on a soft land and let us see the movement of the ball. So here you can observe that the surface is very smooth over here, and let us roll the ball here and let us see. So here we can see that the ball is moving to a greater distance. So this is because of the smoothness of the surface. So here you have observed that on the rough surface the ball was moving to a little distance, and on a smooth surface the ball was moving to a greater distance. So this will be the difference when the surface area is changed. And by this you can take other example also. So here in front of our houses we see that there will be a ramp, and there will be some cravings on that ramp, like lines or any other cravings they will be doing it. So it is because to increase the friction, because whenever you are taking down any vehicle or lifting up the vehicle, so if it is smooth surface, then what happens, there is a possibility of skidding of the vehicles. So to avoid that, what will they do, they will be craving that design so that the friction will be increased, the surface will become rough, and the skidding possibilities will be less. And in the reverse case, we can see that now marbles of our houses. So here when they will bring the marbles, there will be some roughness over that surfaces. Then what will they do? They will be smoothening that surface so that it will be easy to walk for the people on that. And if it is a rough surface, what happens? We have already seen that friction will be increasing the heat, so that the feet and the marble, if it is a rough marble, and when you are walking on it, what happens, the heat will be increased. So to avoid that, what will they do? They will be reducing the friction by making it smoothen. So like that, there are two possibilities. So in some ways the friction will be necessary, and in some cases the friction is not necessary. So here let us see the second case where the friction will be dependent on the area of contact. Area of contact is nothing but how much surface of the object is in contact with the ground or the other surface. Okay, here I have taken one of the soap carton here, and here you can see that this much area is in contact with the ground. Okay, so here then what will be the effect of friction? Let us see. Now I am trying to push it. Okay, so here I have applied little bit of force. Now let me check when I am changing the surface area. Okay, so here in before case what happened, this whole surface was in contact with the ground, and now only this little surface in contact with the ground. Now how much force I need to apply onto this? Let us see. Now you can observe that the force applied by me was same. It is nothing difference. So by this activity we can know that the friction is independent of area of contact. So how much area it might be, but it is dependent on the mass of the object but not the area of contact. So generally you people might be moving the benches here and there in the classroom. So here you can observe that if the bench is flat, then the moving force will be same, or else if you are lifting up onto the other side, then also the moving force, the applied force will be same. So in the same case you can take this example also. So let us see another factor affecting the friction. So other factor is friction is dependent on the normal force. So here what is normal force? The force applied by the object to move. Okay, so here I have taken an object and I am trying to move it. Okay, so I have applied some force. Okay, so when the object is singular, I have applied some force. Now if I am increasing the weight of the object by placing this tile on it, okay, then it is equivalently weight. Okay, but what happens then? How much force I have to apply to move it? So I need to apply more force, because what happened? The force applied by the object onto the ground was increased. So the force applied by me to move the object also has increased. So here the friction of the object, the friction acting on the object also has increased. When it was singular object, then the friction was acting little bit. Now when the weight has added up, then the friction was increased. So here we can take another simple example and you can understand it. If you take a bicycle and a truck, then which one is easy to move? Is it? Obviously it is a bicycle. Why the bicycle? Because the weight of the object is less. That's why you can easily move the bicycle. But whereas the truck is more heavy than a bicycle and it is applying more force onto the ground. So to push, it is not possible with a single person. So this is what the factor affecting the friction. So here you can say that the friction is directly proportional to the normal force. Means if the normal force is increasing, the friction also will increase. If normal force is decreasing, then friction also will decrease. So these were the three factors where the friction was affected. Hope you have understood the three factors affecting the friction. Now let us see few more examples where the friction is increased or decreased. So here first increase, let us see. Now there will be some craving on the shoes or slippers. So that is to increase the friction. So if the friction is increased, what happens? The grip over the surface also will increase and the possibilities of falling off also will be reduced. And you might be playing caroms, everyone. Yes. So before playing the caroms, what will you do? After placing the coins or before placing the coins, you will spread the powder. So why are you spreading the powder? To reduce the friction, so that the striker can move easily. Yes or no? So that is where you can reduce the friction. And another example, while adding lubricants. So lubricants is nothing but oils. So here, whenever if any two objects are rubbing to each other, then there will be some disturbance. So to reduce that disturbance, what you are going to do? You are going to add oil to it. Now for every vehicle, there will be an engine. So to run that engine properly, what you will do? You will be adding some oil, castor oil or anything. So why are you adding that oil? It is to reduce the friction and help the movement of the engine. And another example also we can give. Printers also you can see that there will be some locks or any other metal items which will be getting jammed. So when they get jammed, what you will do? You will be adding coconut oil and you will be making that object move easily. So these all are the different types of examples where the friction is increased or decreased. And you can see that the way the aeroplanes or vehicles are designed, it will be helping to reduce the fluid friction because they have to move against the air. So here that is a fluid and it will be applying some friction to it. So to overcome that friction, they will be designed in such a way that they will be reducing the fluid friction. And you can take the other example, the way the fishes swim and birds fly also will be in a way to reduce the fluid friction. So these are the different types of where the friction is increased or decreased. So I hope you have understood this topic very well. If you have any doubts regarding this topic, please comment in my comment section. And till then, keep observing and keep learning. Thank you.